Most machine learning algorithms assume there are equal numbers of examples for each class in the source data. Many datasets contain substantially different numbers of records for important classes, resulting in an imbalanced class problem. Failure to handle this properly results in models with poor predictive performance. Specifically, the imbalanced class issue appears when there are different numbers of samples in the different classes of the dependent variable. Let's look at how Knowledge Studio handles this challenge. We have imported a large set of census data and connected it to Knowledge Studio's Handle Class Imbalance node. Let's look at the data and visualize the classes for a variable called relationship. We plan to use this variable as a dependent variable during the model fit step. We can see that classes are not evenly distributed across the dataset. There are very few rows for the other relative class. Most rows are of the class husband. Let's look at the Handle Class Imbalance node. Here we can select the dependent variable and the set of independent variables we plan to use in the model fit step. On the next page, we can select the method we want to use to balance the dataset. The options presented here will vary depending on the type of dependent and independent variables selected on the previous page. Let's run the node. Once the node runs successfully, it will turn green. Now let's look at the balanced dataset and examine that same relationship variable. The node has generated synthetic data to balance the classes for this variable. What we see on the left side of the screen is the data where the class imbalance is evident. On the right side of the screen, we see the same data after the class imbalance has been corrected. Remember that this node generates artificial data. Be sure to follow best practices when incorporating this node into your models. See the Imbalanced Learn documentation website for more details.